Alright guys, PGA Tour 2K25 Season 2 is upon us tomorrow, and we have the patch notes. Shout out to Matt from 2K for sending them over, absolute legend of the game, and we are going to just dive in, break everything down here. It looks like there's quite a lot to talk about. Like, it's a pretty big update in comparison to previous updates. Obviously, this is the start of a new season and everything, but exciting times ahead. This game so far probably had the best launch of any golf game I can remember in recent memory. It's been at least much more enjoyable and much more complete than 2K23 was and EA Sports PGA Tour were, just because like EA Sports PGA Tour obviously didn't have a whole lot of online support at the start, and 2K23 didn't even have ranked at the start. Like, this is just like the best that a golf game has kind of been after the first month, and now season 2 is adding and changing up a bunch of stuff, and I'm really excited to dive in and get into this stuff with you guys. I will be streaming tomorrow night, streaming season 2 of course, and also Apex versus Alex versus Respawn skins match live 7 p.m. UK and Ireland time tomorrow. So make sure to put that in your calendars. It's going to be an absolute banger. I'm going to be doing season 2 probably before that, like testing out all the new stuff with season 2, and then going into the Apex versus Alex versus Respawn match, which people have been asking about for a long time. We're doing a live skins match, which is going to be intense and it's going to be fun. So yeah, make sure to check that out. But without further ado, let me put on me glasses. They're not here. I don't need them anyway. It's just for blue light. This is like, for some reason, it's white screens. Looking at white screens is what messes up my eyes. Even when I'm outside and the sky is blue, fine. But if the sky is white and cloudy, that's when my eyes, I don't know what it is, but something about looking at white is like, my eyes, since I turned 30, man, my eyes, like, that's the only thing that bothers them, really. You know, it's probably from looking at a screen bloody 12 hours a day, but yeah, take care of your eyes, guys. I have blue light glasses now that help a lot. So anyway, let's check out and start with the new features slash highlights here. So there's a challenges mode being introduced here. It introduces a new gameplay experience where players complete maps of challenges to earn rewards, anticipate new maps as time goes on. Challenge maps added: Quail Hollow Club and Charles Schwab Challenge, and that is obviously to coincide with the PGA Championship that is going to be happening this week, and the Charles Schwab Challenge, which is happening in a few weeks, I think. So yeah, pretty exciting to have a whole new mode coming into the game, these challenges. They had them in like EA Sports PGA Tour. Remember, they had like the challenges. I personally like the nightclub challenges the most that were in Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. I'd love something like that in the game. I don't know exactly how it's going to be structured in this game. It did show a little bit in the trailer, and I need to go back and kind of watch that again to kind of get that ingrained into my brain. But overall, I'm pretty this will be fun for stream as well, you know, just to try out some challenges kind of in between downtime while you're kind of waiting to do another mode or waiting for a friend. Just go and do a couple challenges. Could be fun. Also, the next thing up is player cards, which I think is really a great idea. So player cards are a new feature that provide users with more ways to personalize their online presence in PGA Tour 2K25. Player cards will be displayed whether the user's avatar is presented, or wherever rather the user's avatar is presented, and player cards are equipped on a per my player basis. So this is something that me and Respawn actually touched on in a Discord call when we were doing our match the other day. We were talking about how player cards would be a great addition, and lo and behold, here it is in season 2, which is great. Like, kind of having that, like, you know, the way like Rocket League does it and stuff. I feel like Rocket League, me and Respawn both mentioned this as well, like Rocket League just has like the perfect ranked system, you know, and the fact that it has so much customization around player cards and like nicknames and stuff like that, they have it all on Rocket League, and I think they've done such a good job with that kind of thing that PGA Tour 2K25 could definitely learn a few things from that. And it seems like player cards is a good first step in the right direction, just to have a little bit more as they say here, online presence, just a little bit more customization with your guy, which I think is great. And the new licensed golf course, St. Andrews, is coming to the game for PGA Tour 2K25, and that's pretty exciting stuff. The old course at St. Andrews Links will be released with this patch, and I'm really curious to see how it plays in this game, because, you know, Royal Port Rush, the bloody links course in this game already, plays pretty good. So I'm excited to see how firm and fast you can make St. Andrews. Can you really make it play like a true links course, put the wins up and make it as firm as possible. I think it'll be a real fun experience, and I hope that they're adding it as a playable course in career as well, potentially, where it's like rotating with the Open Championship with Royal Portrush. I think that would be great if they could add that in, even if not like for the season that you're currently on, for the when you start a new season, maybe you can do it. I think that would be a really great idea. And anyway, let's jump on to the next tier, or the next bullet point, which is Season 2. So Clubhouse Pass Season 2 adds 100 new premium tiers and 34 free tiers. Ranked Matchmaking Season 2. Season 2 kicks off with a standard soft reset on ratings and reward track reset. New Season 2 participation and promotion rewards for Ranked Matchmaking, including but not limited to all new unique items, buffed VC rewards, and player cards. Updates to the course list adds a collection of top community creations this season. I think that's a great idea. Top community creations coming into Ranked. That's a phenomenal idea. Now, I do have some personal suggestions for Ranked, especially for the higher tiers, because like I know the majority of people playing Ranked, like they want to play on Pro and have fun, but when you get to that level where you're like at Eagle, Albatross, Condor, like it gets a little bit stupid that the settings, not the fact that it's on Pro, but the fact that it's on Pro and all of the settings are like really slow green speeds, soft. I can just literally like fire a bloody 9-iron at the pin and it stops right next to it like every time pretty much. So like I was playing Ranked on stream on Sunday, and I shot 10 under through 9 holes, and I didn't even win the match. Well, I did end up winning the match, but I had to go to a playoff to win the match. So I shot 11 under for 10 holes to win a match in Ranked, and that's the norm. Like you can shoot 9 under in Ranked like pretty consistently through 9 holes at the moment and not even win, or at least like 7-8 under and not even win. So it's like I feel like there definitely needs to be some adjustment to the difficulty at the higher levels. Now, I do not think that they should do this for like bogey, par, birdie players. I just think for Eagle and above, there should be some changes to conditions, or like even when you get to Condor, put it to master difficulty, like TGC Tours does with Platinum. You get to Platinum, it goes to Legend difficulty. Like if they do something where you eventually get to Condor, then it switches to master difficulty, or even Albatross in Condor, it goes to master difficulty. I think that would make such a huge difference to the enjoyment of Ranked for a lot of people. Now, I personally, like, I'm burning out on Ranked because every time I play it, you have to shoot 9 under through 9. It's just not really that fun to have to do that. Like, every shot is fired at the pin, fired at the pin, fired at the pin, fired at the pin. And it's just kind of gets into this, like, mind-numbingly boring kind of, I don't know, like, easy golf. But I'm hoping that there's some, like, even if they change the conditions, like, they make it firm, and fast or something when you get to Eagle, just to kind of add a little bit of an element of something there would be great, in my opinion. Now, Ranked Tours as well. Ranked Tours Season 2, it says setup for, Season 2 setup for Ranked Tours. It doesn't, I think the next page gives me a little bit more information there. Let's have a look. New Season 2 participation and promotion rewards for Ranked Tours, including but not limited to all new unique items, buffed VC rewards and player cards. I can't speak, sorry. Daily event course list refresh, including top community created courses and all official courses. All official courses being added to that is absolutely awesome for the daily events, because honestly, when I was playing the dailies, I was playing the same daily courses all the time. Like, you would play the same courses all the time. So the fact that they're adding in community created courses and all official courses is going to make a huge difference to the enjoyment of Ranked Tours. I haven't even played Ranked Tours in a while now, just because I was getting pretty bored of playing the same courses, same conditions and stuff like that. But daily event course settings updated to include variation to wind speed, wind direction, and pins. So that's great. That is awesome. Daily courses now differ per difficulty each day as well. So that's great. Pot bunkers as well are being added in with St. Andrews, fittingly. So all new tools and settings added to the course designer to support the addition of pot bunkers to user-created courses. Now, people are going to come up with some seriously evil designs with these with these pot bunkers. There's no doubt about that, in my opinion. Now, the most interesting stuff here is the gameplay tuning. So transition now has a greater impact on distance control for partial shots on Pro, Master, and Legend difficulties, which is great, because transition, as it was as a stat, was pretty useless, because you could go to 101, it would make like barely a difference, you know, and partials were very easy. So I think they're making partials a little bit more difficult, which does force you into being a little bit more creative with your shot types and how you want to play everything. Because right now you could just, like, even with the normal approach, you can just line up like to 70 yards and just play it, and it's fine. You know, like making that a little bit more difficult definitely is nice. Transition sweet spot and forgiveness window balancing across all shot types. Rhythm sweet spot and forgiveness window balancing across all shot types. Same for swing pat contact, which is interesting. So I'm curious to see how they've changed that. They don't give too much information on how they've change the the sweet spot for each one of these. Now, there is a couple of interesting things here as well, like chip shots performed with higher lofted clubs will now check up a bit more / run less, and the same for pitch shots. So as it stands in the game right now, pitch shots and chip shots run like crazy, and it makes super flop and flop way more viable than pitch and chip in certain situations. So I actually really like playing chip shots at times and pitch shots at times, because I feel like they have much more of a chance to go in, and I feel like you can be quite a bit more creative with those shot types. So the fact that they're getting a little bit more check, I think is great, or the fact that you can give it a little bit more check maybe, I think that's a great idea. Hopefully they don't overdo it to make the chip and pitch really easy and the short game ends up becoming just way too easy. But yeah, punch shot trajectory height reduced, and choked punch shot minimum partial distance lowered. Okay, I don't really care. I don't use choked or choked punch or punch. So if you guys are interested in those shot types, sure. Tie spinner shot minimum distance and spin rates adjusted. I don't know if that's more or less, but that's interesting. Lag putt head speed increased to support putting across large greens. So lag putt is something that I've never used and probably won't use, but I'm guessing they're buffing it a little bit because it needs to be. And then course designer enhancements, I'll just leave you guys read that. I'm sure Crazy Canuck might maybe do a video about that or something, but I'll leave you guys read the stuff down the bottom there if you want to. You can pause it and read that. I'm not really too interested. I'm not much of a designer myself. There's a lot more of it here as well, so if you want to pause and look at all the designer stuff here, feel free. And there is a few environment fixes as well, like TPC San Antonio has addressed reported concerns related to disappearing bunkers and improper tee box textures, and water rendering related to ripple textures fail to render at certain distances. Both of those have been fixed, I guess. Game system fixes, clarified account linking promotional text. The text now states that the user is required to link a 2K account to play the game. Audio, Atmos, and DTS settings applied. This is kind of all just general fixes. Modes fixes. Quests have been fixed a little bit as well. Oh, what the hell? It removed some unachievable quests and reported concerns of quests no longer staying pinned after being unpinned, so that's fine. And a few My Career fixes here as well, which should be interesting because I'm a big fan of My Career, of course, so let's have a look at these together. Addressed reported concerns of screen transition UI bug on tournament selection. Polished / refined various interview texts. Removed repeated joining the tour lines. Addressed reported concerns related to incorrect sponsor-related interview timing. Addressed reported concerns related to a potential crash upon completing BMW Championship with Tiger Woods' rival. Addressed reported concerns related to missing background color and profile quit menu. Corrected commentary after hole-in-one replay. None of this is really that interesting to me so far, but addressed an impossible objective in the Spyglass Hill long drive contest. Addressed reported concerns related to attribute boost rewards not being rewarded for training events that had been previously completed. Updated sim opponent skill values to generate more realistic score distributions. Now we're talking. Changes should only take effect when the user starts a new season, either by starting a new career or by finishing the season in progress and starting a new one. That's a little disappointing that I have to complete the season to enact those changes, but at least for season 2 it'll be a lot better, you know. It is also recommended that the users return the opponent's sim difficulty to default and retune settings from there, as the baseline skills for opponents has changed. Okay, well, I won't have to worry about that, I guess, until the new season, but we'll go into that when the new season arrives. And then the last page here, UI improvements. Added live season UI / indication to Rank Tours event page. Replaced week X with the season label and timer to better indicate season countdown. Added an event rewards table to each Rank Tours event. This table shows the player their potential merit and VC earnings by placement range. For their current tier, select an event from the Rank Tours screen using the input labeled view event leaderboard to view where you need to finish in that event based on your current tier. That's a great idea, actually. Give you an idea of where you need to finish and what you need to do to gain the rewards that they have for you. That's a phenomenal idea. Matchmaking, resolve texture corruption in Payne's Valley, and address reported concerns relating to my player flickering when returning from Divot Derby. I didn't notice that at any point. And ranking issues. Address reported concerns related to merits going beyond min and max values. Corrected merits being rewarded to those in the top ranks, and corrected merit and season points leaderboard repeat placement. Okay, and that is the patch patch notes for now. I think definitely overall very positive changes here, and there's a few things I'd like to see change, like the rank thing that I was talking about, but overall I can't really complain. I think that this is a step in the right direction, and I'm interested to see all the gameplay changes and how they play out, and I will be doing all of this tomorrow, of course, so check out my stream. I stream live here on YouTube and on Twitch, twitch.tv/theapexhound1. In fact, I'm very close to 10,000 followers on Twitch, so if you'd give me a follow over there, that would be greatly appreciated. Sorry, I haven't stopped talking for 15 minutes here. They're not going to let me put ads on this video, I just realized, actually, because bloody hell, you have to have these little pockets of silences. I'll have to put in some pockets of silences here and there, which is really annoying that YouTube makes you do that now. Like, I can't just talk for 15 minutes in a row and still have ads. Like, YouTube, what are you doing to me? You know? Either way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a big like if you're enjoying the content. I will have another video up later today. This is not going to be a solo upload day. I have my TGC Tours videos going up today, all 4 rounds. And as I said, tomorrow, exciting stuff coming there with the skins match. And I have a really exciting video coming from the trip from Manchester as well. That'll be coming by the end of the week. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace out, my friends. Have a good one.